What's going on, everybody? NC
Drive safe.
Firefighter back with another video. I know it's been a hot minute. We are back in American Truck Sim in Nebraska, and we are going to do a run just kinda to update everybody. So yeah, life's been crazy. Those of you who don't know, I've got a beautiful girlfriend going on almost 2 years, has two little boys. So that keeps me very busy, as well as being an IRL firefighter EMT here in central North Carolina. So at the end of the day, streaming is
Turn right.
mainly where my time lies.
Caution. Please mind the speed.
So you can always catch my streams almost daily, NC_firefighter on Twitch.
Caution. Please mind the speed. Get ready to turn right.
So we are in the newly released Nebraska DLC for American Truck Sim. And we are in the Kenworth W900. But yeah, that's kind of where my life's at right now.
Go straight on.
So we're gonna go pick up this load. And see what happens. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this video.
Turn left.
And yeah, we'll see what happens. We're going to join a friend of mine who's an IRL truck driver and go from there. What's up? I'm currently recording a short little ATS video.
Okay.
So you're going to be in it since you're
Oh,
here.
okay. What's up?
I just come back from a call and I got to be up in a few hours anyway to go down to Mandy's for the dental surgery. So I was like, well, I ain't going back to bed.
I slept for what, 3 hours?
I don't know what time it was when the last time we talked, but I went to bed after that. I had a headache, and then I got up for a call, and then I was like, I'm going back now. If I go back to sleep, I'm not gonna get up.
Yeah. I think it was like 8 something when I talked to you, and then I dealt with them kids, and then I dealt with them kids, then I talked to you, and then I laid down and probably laid there for about an hour before I finally went to sleep.
Where you at?
Greensboro. I got up at 2:30. I was gonna get up earlier, but
you're tired.
yeah. Then did the pre-trip. I was out in the truck at like 2:30. Did a pre-trip, caught up my paperwork and everything. By the time I was done, it was already like 3. And I'm like, well, I'll just start my time at 3 o'clock. Finish my pre-trip at 3:15. Hit the road.
Oh, there you go.
I got some extra hours right now. Well, not extra hours, but I got some extra time. So it says I'll be at the pickup in Butler at 10:30 a.m.
Turn
So
left.
what I'll probably end up doing is jumping off in about 2 or 3 hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours. I'll jump off
It's all
somewhere in West Virginia or something. Take a nap for a couple hours.
Yeah, there you go. Those of you don't know, Chris, who's in VC with me, is an IRL truck driver, so he does this for real.
Yeah.
The only thing I drive is fire trucks, so that's a lot different than what he does.
That was still cool.
Yeah. And we're picking up some lemonade, apparently.
Oh. Minute Maid lemonade.
In a Penske trailer.
Oh, must be a rental. Penske Logistics?
I think so.
Is it all white?
Penske Logistics, yep. With a blue stripe down the side.
Yeah, so Penske actually has. They do lease trailers, but they also have their own logistics company. They actually run freight too. People didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I learned that. I used to, when I first got started truck driving, I always had to deal with Penske because I did a lot of rentals and stuff to try to get on my feet, to be an owner-op or whatever, get my own truck. And one of the first companies I rented from was Penske. I rented a Cascadia at the time, and then they had these white trailers, and I said, can you rent those trailers, or I have to go to like Ryder or somebody like that? And they were like, no, you can rent them, but we also we run a logistics company. And I'm like, oh, so you move freight? And they're like, yeah, we move. Sometimes we'll move freight with a load board, and we have a couple partners we work with, and then sometimes we just run our own stuff for the company, like parts and whatnot for different trucks. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. So, useless knowledge for. Oh, is this for YouTube or?
It's gonna be for YouTube, yeah.
All right. What's up, YouTube? Check me out. The Chris Ward. I'm just playing.
Y'all can go check him out. He does some music stuff. He does the occasional IRL trucking video. I will link his channel in the. Oh, let's not run into the cop.
Yeah, don't do that.
I will link his channel in the comments or in the description.
I did a video last time, I think, me coming up here to Butler, Kentucky. So maybe this time I can do another video soon of me coming back from Butler and dropping off in North Carolina. Something different.
I hadn't done a YouTube video in a hot minute, so I was like, I gotta update everybody on life.
Go straight on, and then keep left.
Well, what can I say about life? It's going.
Keep left, and then turn left.
The good news is,
Turn
once we
left.
get back to her house after the surgery, he'll sleep all day so I can sleep.
Oh yeah. Be good for both of you.
Now she's got to go back to work.
You know, what we do for a living, kind of the same kind of little schedule going on. Some people work 9 to 5 every day. They make their paycheck every week to go home. I'm about to sneeze. I'll mute my mic first, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm good. Okay. And then there's like people like me and you know, firemen, 2 different departments, always working, flip-flop schedules, on call, whatever it may be. And then there's me. I just drive when I can. If I don't feel like driving, I'll pull over and stop. Sometimes my schedule's early, and sometimes it's overnight. Sometimes it's during the day, sometimes it's 18 hours.
Yep.
You never know.
You do never know. And for those of you
traffic.
wondering, yes, this video is being recorded at 4 o'clock in the morning. And
Yeah.
me and Chris do tend to keep some weird hours on occasion.
For the most part, I drive at night because there's no traffic. And, I mean, you just got to worry about deer and the random construction zone. Maybe a random wreck from time to time. Like, you know, sometimes there's no warning. You just come around the curve or through the mountains or something, and then there's stop traffic, you know.
Yep.
Luckily, half of this trip to Kentucky is empty. I just got to go up there empty, and then when I'm coming home to bring it back, I'm loaded. So. In a way, I kind of wish we could find something to take up here, then I could double my income. But then it would take me twice as long to pick up and come back.
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea in a way to drive up here empty, get it done with, get loaded, and come on back home. Save half the time.
Yeah. And for those of you that don't know, Ward did not think he was going back to Kentucky this week, and then it kind of got thrown in his lap last night, so he never knows what he's going to be doing.
Well, to be fair, the company hired a commercial motor vehicle inspector for North Carolina, a retired highway patrolman who was a highway patrolman for 30 plus years. We hired him as a safety coordinator, so you know we can always keep our safety score down, and you know more people work with us with a better safety score. And long story short, it's kind of like having an inside man or whatever. That makes sense. Anyway, so he's new to dispatching, which he's starting to help out with that. He's always just been a standard paperwork kind of guy, make sure everybody is, you know, doing what they're supposed to do, stay out of trouble. He didn't know I was supposed to go up here. Excuse me. Yep, there we go. I'm about to pull over and take a nap. But no, he hasn't been dispatching long, and when I got my paperwork on Sunday, which is I normally go and turn my paperwork into the company, and then, you know, by Sunday night, when I get done doing all that, I got an idea of what I'm going to do the week, you know, the next week. But, he only put one load in my mailbox, and my check stub was in there as well. Sometimes I got more stuff, but you know, anything I need for the truck, paperwork-wise, I can just grab it myself. Or if I need to make a copy of an old bill of lading or something from an old load, because these hopper loads, when you run grain, you have to have a copy of your last load so they know, and they have to keep it on file. Anyway, there was only that one load to Kentucky, and my check stub, so I'm like, okay, I'm solid, you know, I'm set. All I gotta do is go to Kentucky once this week. Well, let me tell you, it's an 18-hour round trip, and then come back home, do some local stuff, maybe some farms around the house, and maybe go to like Fayetteville, North Carolina, out on the East Coast, and something, you know. Well, they call me and say, hey, I think you need to get in touch with this guy because I believe you're supposed to be going back to Kentucky tonight. And I'm like, oh, that's great. So I didn't get to do my local run yesterday. And instead, I went home and went to sleep. And here I am.
Yeah, on your way back.
Yeah, and I heard next week's going to be just as busy, so maybe for me. But, I mean, all I can say is that's money. And when I make money, decent money, Mama's happier.
Yep.
Where are you headed to?
Where are we going? We got like 140 mile. We are going from North Platte, Nebraska to Sidney, Nebraska.
Oh, so you're still chilling out there in Nebraska?
Yeah. I'm trying to finish the Nebraska event.
We were driving. Where did we go to on our last run?
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay.
from Nebraska.
It runs like colors after a while.
Yeah.
Dallas from Nebraska. That was a pretty good trip. I think it was like 400 and some miles, wasn't it? Maybe
Like
500.
600.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't too much. Rookie's numbers right there.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah. After you've been driving for many years, it's like autopilot. This truck's old school. It has no, I mean, it's got sensors and switches and stuff, but it doesn't have like the computer technology these newer trucks have. It's still a long nose KW mid roof that I'm driving now. And honestly, all the crash detection and everything is built in my head.
yeah.
Like autopilot. But I would much rather have something old like this with no depth fluid and all that stuff, straight pipes, turbo, 18 gears to bang out than one of these newer trucks that have like 400 horsepower and no giddy up to go.
Yeah.
This one's got an economy tune from like 1,000 to 1,500 RPMs. It's pretty calm. It doesn't really start getting up and going until after 15. You could probably run it out to about 16, 1,700, but you don't want to max it out any more than that because when you get through the hills and stuff, your EGTs start going up, and you don't want to blow those gaskets, which I've already got a little leak on mine somewhere. I can't wait to get my flat top back. I'm so ready to get back in that truck. It's just so much cleaner, nicer. The interior of this truck has got carpet and stuff. It's not nasty at all. It's not bad at all. It's just not my flat top.
Yeah, you do get used to your truck.
Yeah. Although this truck does have a lot more space for me, and I'm 6'1", so I can stretch my legs out, lean back a little bit, because flat top's built like a day cab, where the sleeper meets up to the back seat. They didn't put a spacer in between it, the section off the sleeper and the cab, so yeah, it sits straight up in the air. Seat, that's hard to get used to, but I got used to it since I started with this company. When I sold my truck and I come to work here for this guy, which he begged me to do, that was the truck that he offered because I asked him. He said, "What do you want?" You know, with the years of experience I got, I can pretty much get a job now and drive whatever I want. So I was like, you know, I just want a flat top truck, this or that, long hood, give me a decent amount of gears, bang out if I need to. He said, "I tell you what, I got a show truck. It's got a cat in it, C15. I think it's C15 675. So it's the big boy. And it probably puts about 50 pounds of boost on a twin turbo setup, 18 gears. And this truck has a C15, but it's like the 425 or the 475 motor. I think mine's 625. This one's 475. So the horsepower is probably like 180 to 200 horsepower less than this truck than what I'm used to driving. So this thing requires me to keep my foot on the floor a lot more whenever I'm loaded, but it rolls some coal, that's for sure.
Well, that's always the cool part about being a trucker. The little kids always loved.
Oh yeah, everywhere you go with these trucks, something like this, classic, you know, you got a kid out the window. Very often he's out there doing the arm pump or whatever. You have to blow the horn. You can't not blow the horn, and I don't care if I'm sitting in traffic or not. I'll still blow the horn every time.
So y'all, we are coming into Sydney, Nebraska here, which really doesn't look like much of anything.
Nebraska never really did.
Go straight on.
Got some trees, but it's got some hills. I think it all kinds of looks the same out there in the Midwest.
Yeah. But those of you that aren't familiar, make sure you catch my streams on Twitch, NC_firefighter on Twitch.
Yeah, you do a lot of streaming, different things. We do all kinds of stuff. ATS, GTA. You should do some fire shorts.
Yeah, I've got some fire games. I just
Not necessarily, on call somewhere, but the firehouse. Showing off the fire truck one day, showing off the tank, or whatever.
Yeah. It just has to coordinate with our social media policy.
What is y'all's biggest do not do in y'all's policy?
It depends on which department.
I got you. So if you're in 28.
28, I can pretty much do anything as long as I'm not showing stuff I'm not supposed to show.
Yeah, I mean, obviously on the scenes and stuff like that. I got you. Or recording while you're driving it down the road to a call.
At the other department, I'm not supposed to put anything that shows the department.
Yeah, I got you.
Get ready to turn left.
So I guess it's more of a bigger in-city.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't blame them either, because there could be somebody out there that's just not good, doing bad things or whatever, and it would leave a bad image for the department. It would reflect on them.
Have arrived at your destination.
We're delivering lemonade to a Swift terminal.
Oh my goodness, make sure there ain't no truckers out there and you're the only one.
Now, this is going to be an interesting drop-off.
That'd be my luck. Get there and all the Swift drivers will be coming into work, getting their trailers. I do love these older trucks and stuff. I drove everything from cab overs to long nose to the brand new 2022 model trucks. And I have to be honest with you, the gap between the trucks that I like is so huge. I love the 2022 KWT 680 Next Gen. They're just that new car smell, and they have power outlets on the wall like a house, and they're just built different, built in everything, refrigerator and all, TV mounts, and I had internet in that truck. Like, I was bringing my computer, playing, I had a table in the back to set up. It was nice. It was really nice. I was over the road all the time, but that was the only way to pay the bill on it. And then you got trucks like this, not a whole lot of room. It's got good AC and stuff. It does have a fridge and a power inverter. There's just nowhere to put the PC. And I don't stay in here long. Sorry. I don't stay in here long enough to actually be able to play. If I did stop, I'm pretty much going to sleep.
Yeah. But, guys, that's going to do it for this video. We have made our delivery. There will be hopefully some more videos to come in the near future. So, we'll see Chris some more. And I will link his channel in the description below. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And we will talk to y'all next time. NC Firefighter out.